morning. Here we are again in Bethel Park, ready to do our next segment of Handy Andy. And what we're going to be doing today is concrete repair on a driveway. Driveways take a lot of abuse year-round, whether it's concrete, whether it's blacktop, from the weight of your cars to the road salts to the weather, all the different elements. As concrete ages, it's going to show its wear and tear. And when you get into a concrete driveway that's 30, 40, 50 years old, it's going to be needing some repairs. So in this segment, we're going to be doing some patchwork. We're going to be doing some areas of the driveway that the road salt and wear and tear has just crumbled the surface of the concrete. So we're going to clean out those surface areas and we're going to patch them. We're going to show you some different concrete products, which ones are the better products to use to get the most life and durability, longevity, and so forth out of it. And in the next segment, next month, we'll be showing you actually how to redo the expansion joints and also sealing the concrete itself. So today, let's start by showing all the different type of concrete products that are out there and what they're really supposed to be used for, so you're getting the right product for the right job. And then also we'll show you how to do some proper patchwork on a concrete driveway. So let's go take a look at some of the products we have today. Okay, in working with the different type of concrete products, there's three major types of products. There's mortar mix, there's sand mix, there's concrete mix. And then when you get into those three basic ones, and then there's offshoots of them, getting into all the different specialty products. The first product I have, this is just your regular mortar mix. And what mortar mix is used for, type N mortar is your most common use of mortar mix, but it's more used for putting blocks together, bricks together, paving stone. It's not a product that's used for resurfacing or building sidewalks or driveways. It's more for just gluing all your brick and block together. Your next product is sand mix. Sand mix is a product that can be used for patching concrete. There's no polymers in it, there's no glues in it, but a sand mix is a product without any gravel. There's no gravel, no stones in it. So it's a product that should be used from, say, about a 1/2 inch up to 2 inch. You don't want to use it for any repairs that are deeper than that, because then it doesn't have the strength of regular concrete mix itself. And skipping one over, we have regular concrete mix. Concrete mix is going to be a product like sand mix, only there's gravel. There's all the pea gravel that's added to the sand mix to make it a concrete mix. When you add the stones to it, then the stones add a lot of strength to the concrete itself. So, but with the gravel, you can't really use it if it's less than 1.5 inches, because then you'll never float the stones as you're playing with the cement and using a trowel over top of it. The stones won't float down, so it's going to be too close to the surface and then they'll pop off on it. So the concrete mix is probably the strongest product, but it should only be used from 1.5 inches and thicker on it. And then some of the specialty products, I brought a bag of post set. And what post set is a non-mixing type of product, where regular concrete mix, sand mix, mortar mix, you have to empty the bag, add water to it, make it into your consistency that you're comfortable with. Post set is used when you're putting in posts, like the name says. So if you're putting in a fence post, you're digging a hole. After you dig the hole, you put the fence post down in it, you fill half of the hole with water, then you just cut the top of the bag open and dump the entire bag in, poke a stick down through the powder to blend it with the water itself, and within about 10 minutes that post sets up. As it ages, the water is mixing with the cement itself to cement that stone in, but you do not have to pre-mix the product before you dump it in there. So it's a lot faster setting, and that way as you're holding that post to make it level, it's not going to go out of balance for you. And then you get into some of your patching products. And the patching products, there's two types of patching products. There's a product called Top and Bond, and then there's a product just called Patcher. The fast set patcher is used when you have a repair to make that you want the cement to harden really, really fast. So if you're going to use that surface area in a matter of a half hour, 45 minutes, you can use the fast setting patcher to do some resurface areas. The dilemma with it, with how fast it's setting, it's not as strong, it's not as durable, it's not as long lasting for it. So today my product of choice is going to be a product called Top and Bond. And what Top and Bond has some polymer resin added to it. It's like adding a glue to the cement. So you're taking a bag of cement, you're taking a bottle of glue, you're mixing it all together, and that way when you're applying it on the driveway, that glue base to it actually is going to help adhere the concrete to the surface area. Because a lot of times what their biggest dilemma is with patching sidewalks, patios, driveways, is they'll use a regular sand mix and then within a year that patch falls right back out again. That's because the cement is so thin and it has a hard time bonding the new cement to the old cement. So the Top and Bond, it's a more expensive product, but this way the product is going to work. So as we're using it, the glue is in there. We have a lot better chance of that cement a year from now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now. That cement is still going to be there because of the glue is going to have bonded the old cement to the new cement. And with this Top and Bond, we can use this product in either a 10-pound bucket or a 40-pound bag, depending on how big, how much patchwork and everything you have to do. So, but when doing the driveway like we are today, Top and Bond is going to be our product of choice for today. Let's start patching. Alright, first step in doing this, we know what product we're going to use. Now we got to clean out the old concrete on the driveway. The thing with cement, it only bonds to the surface that you're pouring it onto. So if you have an old crumbly surface, a lot of dirt, a lot of gravel, a lot of stones, a lot of chunks, and pouring new concrete on top of that, it's not going to bond to anything, because as the rest of the driveway crumbles, your new patch is going to go with the old patch as it's falling out of the driveway. So where we're going to start now is we're going to dig out all the old gravel and all the old stones from the driveway. So as you can see down here, what we have is we have all this old loose product, and we have to totally clean all this off so we get it down to a good solid surface. This surface here is perfect. This surface here is just too dirty, too crumbly. So we have to clean all this gravel out, all these broken pieces out, We have to dig out all the old dirt, we have to dig out all the old weeds, and we got to get it down to a good solid surface so the concrete has something to bond to. And we'll be even digging out some of these bigger chunks so we have a good surface on it, because even pieces like this we have to dig out so we have a good surface to bond it to. Anything like this, the concrete, as this wobbles and wears, it's going to crack the new surface and bring everything back up. So that's what we're trying to do, is get down to a good surface. So get yourself a good shovel, good trowel, and just start digging all the old loose stuff and getting it out of here. So let's get to work. See, we got a good solid surface left of the concrete itself. We cleaned out all the dirt, all the debris, all the sticks, all the wood, and you can see in some places we're down all the way to the rebar. This is the metal mesh that's in the base of the concrete itself. And in going down to there, you know, there's nothing else left under it. That's why you'll still see some dirt, but that's because there's no concrete left. We're already through the entire driveway down. And this way we have a good chance of everything going to be bonding because we're at a good surface on it. We don't have any of the dirt and debris left on it. So now that we got everything cleared out, you can see everything that we have to cover up. And let's go mix some cement. Okay, in this segment, it's very simple tools we're going to be using. Besides the top and bond concrete, a good wheelbarrow, a shovel, a garden hose, and a nozzle, we're really only using two tools, two trowels. One is a pointed trowel, and the pointed trowel is what I'm using for a multitude of things. One from, you'll see me digging out the cracks and crevices, chipping off any of the old stones. But this is my main cement tool, so I'll be using this when I'm digging out any of the, putting into the area, any of the big loads of concrete glob and floating it in and getting it into all the nooks and crannies. The other trowel is what I call a float trowel. That's my finish tool. That's one that you'll see me floating over top of it without leaving any lines in. So with the float, it's the finish tool. It's the finish trowel that I smooth everything down with. So first tool and the second tool, and besides that, it's just the sunshine and a garden hose and water and the proper cement for the job. So enjoy the segment. Now we're going to mix some cement. Considering the quantity we're mixing, I'm just going to use the wheelbarrow. A lot of times if you're just doing little patchwork, you know, a crack, a peel or something here, you can just use a bucket, but we're going to be mixing this whole bag of cement. So a little bit of dust there, but ideally you want to only mix as much cement as you feel you're going to be using, say within a half hour. And this is a slower setting, but you don't want the product to actually be hardening on you as you're doing it. So I go through and, you know, any big chunks or so forth, because cement, when it's in the bag, it'll clump up just from the weight of bags on top of each other. And then we're going to add the water to get our consistency. I do an overspray just to hold all the dust down. And then we can add a more heavier stream. And we'll mix it in and add some more water probably. The cement, you could see that I have it wet, but I don't have it dripping wet. I don't want it to be too runny of a product because, you know, it's just going to slow down the drying time. If you want it to slow down, that's fine. You could just add more water. But I want the product to be able to be flowed and to work. And also because we're doing an angle at the end of the driveway, if you make it too runny, it's just the whole cement is just going to sag on it. So we're going to try and keep it at the right consistency without having it sag too much on you, and that's why I'm not using too much water. There's probably no more than a gallon of water and 40 pounds of cement in here.
Her parents weren't even sure she'd make it to her 5th birthday. But because someone like you took the time to give their unique gift of blood, this little girl was given a second chance at life. Help save the life of someone right here in Western Pennsylvania. To find a nearby location where you can donate blood, visit centralbloodbank.org or call 1-866-DONORS1.
Hey, ready?
Of course I am.
What are you waiting for?
I was waiting for you. So we're gonna continue the hubby thing real quick.
Okay, places everyone. In a minute! Do I have to do everything myself?
You can't do it all by yourself.
I'd say that...
Sure I can.
No, he can't. And neither can I. So why don't you come on down to BPTV and help us make some of the great community programs you see on this station every day?
Yeah.
I mean, we can help you make your TV show ideas a reality.
It's pretty awesome.
So come on down. I mean, I am pretty good, but I'm sure I could use your help.
Okay, we have a couple extra pounds of cement, probably about 10 extra pounds of cement. You know, we always mix up more than we think we're going to need because you don't want to be almost done with the job and having to go from there. So with the extra cement we have, I'm just going to do some surface scaling on other parts of the driveway. There's different areas that you really only lost about a 1/4 inch or 3/16 of the cement itself. So I'm just going to use the trowel to glob the cement in and smooth it out real quick, and that way any of the excess cement that I have isn't going to go to waste, and we're not just going to find a hole to bury it in. There's always somewhere that you can use 5 pounds or 10 pounds of cement. When you're doing smoothing of cement itself, the final smoothing with the finished trowel, you want to play with it, do it, but you don't want to overwork it. The more you work the cement, the more the cement is going to start drying and hardening up on you. You're actually pushing the water out of the cement and pushing the cement down lower, but you want to get it smooth, and it's just trial and error. Practice is going to make perfect when you're doing finish work on cement itself, but you want to just try and start in one area and work towards you, and just the right pressure so you're not leaving a lot of grooves or lines in the cement. So just work in an area, work it towards you, and smooth it 2 or 3 times, and that way you're going to see the concrete become very smooth as glass without any of the notches in it, any of the nooks in it, any of the gravel still sitting on top, or any of the sand. It's going to become a nice finished work. So work it back and forth 2 or 3 times and leave it alone and let it dry. Cleanup's pretty easy. Any tools you have, any hands, anything, water cleans up cement very, very quickly. So as far as for cleanup, our only chore is to wash the hands, wash the wheelbarrow, wash the tools, and just dumping them down a drain somewhere. But there is cement in here, so you really don't want to dump it into your flower beds or anything like that, because cement and flowers don't mix. But the job went very smoothly, a little deeper than I thought in the beginning, but we got 160 pounds of cement on the patch, and within a day they will be able to drive on it. So you got to let it cure here for a good 24 hours before you drive on it. Before you walk on it, it's only about 3 or 4 hours, especially in the sunshine we have today. It's going to be drying up pretty quickly on it. You're going to see the water evaporating, but don't walk on it for 3 or 4 hours depending on the weather, and don't drive on it for a good 24 hours. If it was deep patches like ours, it might even be safer to do 48 hours. But from there you're done, and next month we're going to show you how to do all the cracks in the concrete driveway itself with some urethane, special urethane caulking. Also all the expansion joints. The expansion joints are coming out, what to do to fix those. And then we're going to use a nice concrete sealer. This driveway hasn't been sealed for, I'm guessing, probably 20-25 years, and that's what caused the scaling at the bottom of the driveway like that. The road crews, the rock salts, the winter salts, it just ate away at the surface of the concrete. So after that cures for a good month, we're going to go and put a good coating of sealer over top of this driveway, and you're going to be good for another 10 years without having to do anything. So thank you for watching this segment of Handy Andy, and send BPTV any suggestions you have for future segments. So if you have some ideas, something that you want to tackle but don't know how, would be happy to do a segment on it. So send it to BPTV Cable, and we'll take it under advisement. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your day.
Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'm partnering with Bethel Park to host a free paper shredding and recycling event on Saturday, August 18th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of Independence Middle School. Independence is located at 2807 Bethel Church Road right here in Bethel Park. Consumer fraud and identity theft are a growing concern in our communities. To raise awareness and to promote prevention, I am hosting this event as a safe and secure way to destroy unneeded documents free of charge. The shredding occurs on site and the paper is later recycled. You can even watch while your documents are shredded if you choose. You can bring any papers containing personal information like credit card or bank statements, canceled checks, income tax and pension fund statements, as well as insurance information or medical records. At previously held shredding events, over 500 cars dropped off documents and saved over 10 tons of paper from area landfills. If you are interested and have additional questions, please call my office at 412-571-2169, and my staff would be happy to give you additional information. I look forward to seeing you at Independence Middle School on Saturday, August 18th.